This is Two Teachers Chat with your hosts, Brenda McCrate and Peggy Wilbur.
Morning, Peggy. How are you?
Morning, Brenda. How are you?
I am good.
We are Two Teachers Chat.
Yes, we are.
And I have a question for you
Of
today.
course you have a question. And what are we talking
What are we
about
talking
today?
about? My question is, what's a teacher to do when she has this overwhelming urge to kick a student out of the class because of the student's behavior and send him to the principal? And because, that happens to all of us
Yes,
on
indeed.
occasion.
Well, first of all, you need to breathe. And you need to get yourself in a place where you can think. Because when you're angry, your brain isn't thinking. We all know that. The amygdala or
That's
whatever floods, and there you are in fight or flight mode. And
That's right.
You want the kid to fly.
Right.
Is what you really want.
Well, and it's flooding with adrenaline.
Yeah.
And the frontal lobe just isn't doing its
No.
good executive function thinking.
Yeah. So first breathe and get yourself under control. Then evaluate the situation. Because in all honesty, there are situations where that child needs to go out to the office. If they are threatening someone with some kind of weapon or kicking chairs or throwing, anything that's
Hitting someone.
unsafe enough that's really dangerous, then I'm sorry, yes, they
And-
need to be out so that the rest of the students can be safe.
That's right, because otherwise they get traumatized.
Right.
So we do not want that.
And as a classroom teacher or a small group teacher, you always have to evaluate the needs of everybody, not just the kid who you probably feel a lot of sympathy for and you want them to stay in the classroom. But the reality of it is, a lot of times, kids get sent to the principal for things that if teachers could handle them, they could build the relationship with the child and make it stronger. Help that child to do better with whatever problem they're dealing with, and most importantly, keep that kid in the classroom.
So what you're saying is we stop, we breathe, we calm ourselves down, we assess, and what do we do with our anger? Because we will feel anger towards a child, which interferes with our assessment. Do you know what I mean? We're human is what I'm saying.
We are human.
We are human.
But as humans, we can compartmentalize. So what I've always done is I used to have just a wicked temper, as we would say in New England, okay?
Yes, a wicked
temper. And I have learned not only to control it, but to also just not even have it as much. And a lot of that is just getting older and learning to contain it. But part of it is I could compartmentalize that anger. So you take your anger and you say, okay, I'm going to put it over here in this square and I will deal with it. Like I'll take a really long walk when I get home, or I will, stomp something into smithereens that won't
Or
hurt
I might
anybody,
eat a
or
cookie.
yes, I might need some ice cream, but I'm just going to put it over here for now, and I'm going to look at that kid. So what he's doing is no danger to the other children, okay? He's upset. I need to empathize with him and realize that he's upset, and then I need to bring him down. So in reality, and this is counterintuitive, but it works. If you use the same voice that they are using to begin with, so if they're going, I hate this school, you go, I know you hate this school, and I am really sorry that you hate this school, and I feel badly that you hate it here. See how I started with him?
Yes.
Then I brought my voice down, and pretty soon he's going, well, yeah, because the kids are mean to me, and he's using that voice. And now I can say, okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to do active listening. So you're going to listen and paraphrase. So he's going to say, I hate this school, the kids are all mean. And I'm going to say, so you're really unhappy because the kids are being mean to you. Can you tell me how they're being mean? Well, they called me a frog face. And, trying to to laugh because really I've had
That's not
kids
a
tell
nice
me
name.
that.
That's right.
And I think,
I'd feel sad too.
but you say, oh, that isn't a very nice name, is it? Now, were you making a frog face? Were you making a funny face? No, I wasn't. I just got mad and I puffed my cheeks out. And so inside, see, the anger's gone away because now I just think the whole thing is pretty funny.
Right.
But I'm going, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let's talk to the other kids. And then what you need to teach kids is not only how to control their anger, but also how to talk to other people who are hurting their feelings. And that's the ever-present I statement.
I statements.
I mean, I got I statements, you know, it's just what I do. So I look at the kid and I say, okay, so first of all, I want you to calm down, breathe with me. And because I started where they were and brought it down, they're already calmer. And now a couple breaths, and now I'm going to say, okay, now who exactly called you the mean name? Oh, Joe and Sue. Okay, Joe and Sue, come over here. All right, I want you to say this to them. I don't like it when you call me frog face. And the kid says it. And then I say to them, so what are you going to say? And usually it's, I'm sorry. And I said, now, did you do that to be mean to him? No, we just thought it was funny. Okay, you're going to say, I'm sorry that I called you a mean name. I really wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. Okay, and pretty sure by then we got 3 kids all settled. You've taken maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5 out of the classroom, but then everybody can breathe and get together. And especially little kids, you know, high school kids, maybe they hold grudges, but little kids, they're best friends by recess again.
Did you do it in the classroom? Where did you do this talk?
It would depend. Now, something like that, I would probably do kind of pretty much in front of the class because I'm trying to teach everybody at the same time. I'm not upset with Joe and Susie. I'm not saying, and you shouldn't. I'm just saying, so you need to say this. What do you need to say? Okay, are we okay? You know. And one thing I teach my kids, because I don't want the behavior to keep recurring.
Right.
And sometimes a kid will say, I'm sorry. And you know they don't mean it, but they said it.
Right.
And you got them to say it at least sort of sincerely. And the other kid will say, well, that's okay. And I will say, no. It is, what he did is not okay. What you say is, I accept your apology. And that's what my children say. And that's a personal thing that I've been doing for years. But it helps, I think, because you're saying, I accept your apology. You can even say, I forgive you, if you get that far, you know, where the kids are to that point. But it's not ever saying, it's okay to pick on me. Because I don't want any victims in my class.
Right.
I want
or
kids who can
any
stand
bullies.
up. Or any bullies.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's that kind of situation. You know, there are others where...
I have another situation.
Yeah, okay.
When a child, you've set out what they're going to do for an activity,
Yeah.
and a lot of times this is not a cooperative learning activity.
Okay.
This is more an individual. And the student says, this is stupid. You know, I'm not doing this. So the child is disrupting the class, and it almost looks like disobedience. And then the teacher will escalate and say, well, go to the principal's office.
Really? Oh, see, because I never would have done that. Because in my brain, I'm saying, oh, this is hard for him.
Right.
Because usually when something is stupid,
Yeah.
it means I don't immediately know how to do it. I have a fixed mindset that says if I don't understand it right away, then I'm never going to learn it because I'm stupid.
Right.
Because somewhere in their background, someone has told them that. And so my thought is, oh, okay, so how can I make this better for them? So first of all, I'll go over and I'll say, well, you know, everybody's got the right to their opinion. And so you don't want to try it. Now, what if and this is thinking on your feet, so if you're a first year teacher, this may not work wonderfully because you're thinking on your feet. You know,
Right.
34 years, I've hit everything.
Yeah,
But I will
you've
look
seen
at
everything.
But what you look at it, you go, okay, this part might be hard. So you can say something specific like, well, you know, I know you have trouble. I know you have had a little trouble before with the zeros and the subtraction. So when you get to that problem, which is number 3, what if I come over and we do that together? Would that help? Okay, you know, but you could also say, well, if you don't want to try it, what if I do the first one? And then I'd say to everybody, guys, guess what? I'm going to do what I always do. And they'll laugh and go, model it for us. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to model it because it may be the 5th time we've done that lesson, whatever it is. But I know at least that kid doesn't know how to do it. Or there's a piece of it he doesn't understand or
Right.
something. So I will model till the 777th time. I don't care.
Yeah.
And so I will say, okay, I'm going to do the first one, everybody. Or I'm going to look at it and go, oh, okay, can everybody do the first one we think? And I'll look at the kid and go, what do you think? Or do you want me to stay here and help you? Or do you want me to get, you know, Joe's pretty good. You know, you want Joe to help? He's a pal. He might help.
Right.
You know, all those things that maybe help, you know? And then I might model it, or I might just model the one with the zeros, you know, and then make sure he's got the support he needs, because usually it's that they can't do it.
Wow, I know I'm
Oh,
out of
golly
coffee.
gee,
Well, I
this
have
was
a
a
little
lo-
bit,
yeah.
but I need some ice cubes.
Yeah.
So I'll have to put it in there.
Okay.
We just bless you. We know it's a hard job,
It is.
and we just want the best for you and for your children.
Thank you for watching 2 Teachers Chat. Until next time, and remember, teachers touch lives forever.